As if you don't have enough to do already, it's also time for you to start thinking about the potential re-entry steps that you and your teams are going to take to get back to what used to be a more normal work environment for you. Like any change initiative, this transition, this re-entry, whenever it happens, is going to be yet another change that your team is going to experience. And with any effective change initiative, you as a leader need to be out ahead of it to give as much information to your team as to what they can expect, what they will experience, and where they will be with you as you move and lead them through this change process. So if I've created yet another template that lists a number of questions that I've been sharing with my clients to help them think through what they may need to think about in advance, possibly develop some policies around, some plans around, and then communicate in advance to their teams before they start the re-entry or the transition process. Questions such as, whose authority are we going to follow to reopen? Is it going to be when the government says to reopen or following CDC guidelines? What is our anticipated re-entry date right now? Even though we know it might change, what date are we looking at and potentially planning for? What might we experience and expect when we get back to our facilities? Have they been cleaned? And if so, how? What will we see in the parking lot? Is there going to be restricted parking capabilities, physical distancing in the parking lots? Will there be new access restrictions to our buildings? Will there be specified access areas with sanitation? Are you going to take our temperature when we enter the building? Will we be required to wear masks when we come back to work? And speaking of coming back, are we all coming back at once? Or are we going to be staggered and come back in phases? What happens if I have little children at home and daycare and schools are closed? There's no one to take care of my kids. What am I supposed to do about coming back to work? So there's a number of things to consider about the process, but also a number of things that on this template that I've created, you can walk through and think of as a leadership team to identify concerns that your teams may have, but also to get ahead of their concerns as a leadership team and develop the policies around how you're going to support them before entry, during re-entry, and after re-entry. I know you can do it. You've done a great job so far. There's just a little bit more to do. Good luck.